Hello and welcome to the Junkyard here in Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. Ordinarily I start in the garage, as you may know, but today I came out to the Junkyard early to check and see if there was anything interesting out here. And as it happens, there is. So I decided to start recording here. And this is the first one. This is one of the mods I recently downloaded. And it is a 1969 Ford Mustang Trans Am race car. So this one is a recent mod I downloaded. I thought it would be fun to have some. I decided I wanted to have some more Mustangs available because all I had really was the Shelby and the two from the DLC, plus the generic ones that look like Mustangs from the in-game cars. So we have this now, and I also downloaded several others. This is the first one I've actually found. So we're going to take this. And there is another car here, which is the first time I've seen one since I began recording these episodes. And it's over here. And this is a Lotus Elise S1. So this is the first time I've encountered this car here. And it has kind of a strange sideways four-cylinder engine. And I've been wanting to do one of these just because it's really unique. So I'm going to go ahead and buy this car as well. This one is significantly less valuable than that Mustang. There were also a couple of other cars here that I bought already. They're not ones that I'm going to work on in front of everybody, but I decided I wanted to pick them up. This is another Jaguar E-Type. I have one of those floating around I haven't built yet. So that's what we got. This is just a regular old Reptilia. It's not, it's just a regular old Reptilia. So we've got our cars. Let's go ahead and go back. Okay, here we are. So, what you see here are a couple of Skyline R34s. These are both standard R34 street cars. And since there were two of them in the junkyard, I went ahead and bought both of them. I'm going to shuffle this one over there to get it out of the way. I'll leave this one here. These ones I'll probably go ahead and do on my own time. I just like doing this car, so that's why I went ahead and bought them. So the Lotus landed there, and the Mustang landed here. So I'm going to go ahead and do this Mustang. Wow, the interior is gone. It must be like a clamshell or something for the interior. This is not a street car. See the exhaust sticking out right there? I think that's like the GT40 exhaust. But then it did say it was a race car, so what else would I be expecting, right? And it's too old to have ABS, of course. Got an intercooler there. No, that's what I want. You can see down there that, the muffler is a GT40 muffler, but it's not connected to the pipe. It's one of those mod things again. what were those pipes? It was V8. Arr. Wish that thing would stay where I left it. V8C. So we're not going to get that here, unfortunately. Okay, now I've kind of gotten myself out of sequence. So let's go ahead and clean up the frame. So it does have a seat and a steering wheel. Mustang Mach 1. Seat, steering wheel 3. That's not wheel 3. Okay, so this is a 1969 Mustang. Oh boy, there's a bunch of stuff in here. I'm gonna have to look and see what parts it actually, what do we actually have here. So window back 2. And it's got bumper D, trunk D. The doors are the standard. I missed the rear bumper. It's got to be down here somewhere. Rear fender, rear clamshell, rear bumper D. Now we just have to figure out what all these other parts are. Okay, so let's get rear clamshell B, taillight B, and those fenders are rear fender C. Let's see. Left side mirror, right side mirror. And what body window is this? Left body window A, right body window A. Okay, so now we need to look at the front pieces. And the front window is front 3. Hit the wrong button again. Okay, and then the hood is hood D. The fenders are B. Yeah, left, front, right. No, front left fender is not B. Hood D. Ah, so there is no left fender B. So it's just left fender and then right fender B. So, okay, headlights G, front end G. Wonder if I can just search for G. Ah, give me too much. So the headlights are G and the front end is G, but that's, I guess it's because it's a racing car. And we want front end. That's going to be up here somewhere. Front end G. Oh, that's the clamshell. Where does the front end go? Probably have to put the clamshell in first, huh? So that's clamshell C. That is not how you spell clamshell. Front clamshell C, okay. That was the correct one, wasn't it? Yep. Front clamshell, front bumper. So it looks like there's an interior clamshell. Or maybe not. I'm missing something here. Front bumper, engine cover C. Oh, that's what it is. It's the roll cage. And that front bumper was just the standard one, right? Yes. Gonna have to move it off here to get inside of it. There we go. Now it looks like a car. So this is like a robin's egg blue, I guess. I wonder if there are any liveries for it. Not that. That looks promising, gives it some visual interest. Oh wait, did the other one have the side thing? It does. What other colors are there? White. Oh, I see. Yikes. Might go ahead and go with that. It goes back to... Takes my computer a second to apply that and take it off. Okay, that changed slightly. What was that? Oh, I see. It's put the name on it. Oh, I see. It's a different name. Mustang Racing Team has a different name up there. Okay, I think I am inclined to stick with this. Unless we want to imagine that it is a restoration for like a museum. In which case this would be good. Yeah, I think that will be my where am I going here? There. I think that will be our story for this car. Is that we found this car and we're gonna fix it up and donate it to a museum because that's the kind of people we are. Interesting that it doesn't have drums in the back. Is this another one where... Yep, it is. Crankshaft and engine block, and that's all. I am thinking that what I'm going to do with this car, since the what's the word I want? The head cannon that we're going to assume for this car is that it is a museum piece, so maybe we shouldn't use performance parts on it, even though I have already put one in there. Maybe I'll do it anyway. But then it is a race car, and maybe they want to take it out and race it occasionally just to show what things were like back in 1969, so maybe it should have the best of the best. What else do I have? Oh, yeah, they got to get rid of those bushings. And the shock absorbers. Those were shock B, weren't they? I think they were. I hope they weren't shock A. I feel like an idiot. Yeah, rear shock absorber B. Okay. Didn't get the crankshaft. Wheel hub 3. Solid drive axle. And that was OHV crank, I think. Yeah, V8 OHV. Just be prepared. That means there's going to be push rods and rocker arms to deal with. 12% on that rim. Maybe, maybe not. %30 on this one. We'll probably be able to repair at least one of them. Nope, didn't get either one of them. Okay, rim retro 115. And those tires are 305 40 15. Must be 45, unless this is one of those cars that has unrealistic tire sizes enabled, and I haven't done that. Well, 305 45 is fine. Means it'll just be slightly higher. It'll fill the wheel well a little bit. It'll fill the wheel well slightly more. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. I'm gonna do this because I have to. I don't think I'd be able to live with myself if I ever built a car on my own without using performance parts. God, these things look so much better when they're fresh and new. God, it's really just so satisfying to put these things together. Get rid of all the rusty old crap and put in bright, shiny new metal. Perfecto. Yeah, it's not even that much. It's not even noticeably. It's not even noticeably bigger. Maybe a tiny bit, but it's not going to matter, since the game doesn't model what would happen if the tire was rubbing on the inside of the wheel well. And before I forget, this thing that's tucked away up here. Oh, I see the engine is going to need a coil. It's V8 OHVI. Wow. It's going to be, I'm sure it's going to be I can see the oil filter there. Yeah, the black V8 OHV oil filter. Okay, let's clear out the junk. And those are all sway bar B. That's good. It's easier to remember if they're all the same one. And those were 12 bushings. And we'll go ahead and grab our brakes for the front. That should leave us with like the hubs and the suspension arms. Yeah, we'll just nuke all of this stuff. And let's go ahead and get double wishbone parts together so we can assemble those, and then we can flush the old ones. One time I actually took the old ones apart in the spring puller to see if any of the parts were individually repairable, and none of them were. So I don't even bother anymore. I just make new ones and throw the old ones away. I already replaced that small intercooler. Let's dismount the wheels. This one is 31%. We have a chance at that one. 38%. We might actually be able to repair both of these. Repaired the cross member, I saw that. Repaired both rims. Only one steering knuckle. Not bad. And that was knuckle C. Okay, so here I need 275, 45, 15. $275, 45, 15. Perfect. Yep, got the correct sizes. I'm just going to go ahead and wait for this to finish. I should go ahead and move the engine crane over so we can take that block out. Yeah, that thing is done over there. I want to go ahead and put the bushings in the cross member. I always like to get this done early, because once you get more and more parts installed, it becomes harder to get to them. Perfecto. Yep, I like it. It's starting to look like something now. Does it say Boss 302? Yeah. What is the, there are options to swap engines. I don't know what the hell that is. iEngine V8 429. It must be something that's on there. What is this? The 385 is 364 horsepower. The V8 DOHC Coyote is the one from the 5.0 Mustang. And the OHV Windsor Race is from the GT40. I think I'm going to stick with this engine though, because if I put something in here with a crazy high amount of horsepower, it will be undrivable. We'd have to take the wheels off and put slicks on it, and I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to build out this engine. Of course, this will be fun because I haven't done a whole lot of these older V8s. So, did I buy one of those? No, I think I repaired it. Okay, so there's a bunch of basic stuff I know I'm going to need. I see that it has a coil, which means it's going to need ignition stuff. Don't know which wires off the top of my head. It's probably wires V8, but we'll see. I'll get spark plugs and pistons. And there was a cam shaft. I think it was V8C. No, just V8 OHV. I saw the power steering pump. I don't know if it's going to be the regular alternator or the i6 alternator. Better wait. Let's go over here and get rings. And rod caps. And crankshaft bearing caps. And the oil pan. Only 3. What am I doing here? V8 oil. And it's the OHV. And there was an OHVI oil pan. So, okay, so there's probably going to be the V8 OHV cam gear. Don't know which timing chain. Timing chain, it's probably going to be V8 OHV, but it might be F. Let's throw stuff on here and find out. Arm. Yep, V8 OHV. That arm is going to be where the alternator goes, and I bet it's the i6 alternator. Yep, i6B. Timing cover V8. And it's the blue. This one at least is fairly easy because most of the parts are blue. So that'll be the OHV pulley and water pump OHV. Oh, I bought the wrong pulley. Water pump pulley V8I. What serpentine belt are you? It looks like there are two here, A and B for V8 OHVI. I'm going to get both of them. Yeah, because one of them goes to the power pump. And there's going to be a fan. Yep. I love how you can get the front of the engine done so quickly without even installing anything else. Alright. Making progress. Whoops. Making progress here. Now we need to find out about our heads and our manifolds. So V8 OHVI engine head. No, oh, there it is. For a second I thought it wasn't there, but it is there. What about manifolds? Yep, there's the exhaust manifold. And that's not it. That's the one for the GT40. This one. Because it's one carb. Oh, it's V8 OHVJ. Ah! It's this one here. So I just bought two pieces I don't need. Nope. See? I should have known. V8 OHVJ intake manifold. So it wasn't this one, it's this one. I don't even know what the other ones are for if they're not for this. 4-barrel carb. Air filter J. Yeah, it's all these round pieces. And we still need to get our push rods and rocker arms. So it looks like the basic push rod. I'm buying clips because I forgot to buy clips for the ignition cap, which hasn't been installed yet, but I do need them. Engine heads too. I bet it's because the engine head cover rather, because these heads are V8i. The manifolds were J, so hopefully the head is also V8i. The head cover, I mean. And those wires are going to be V8. Just the ignition wires V8. I can go ahead and buy that. Yep, see, look, head cover V8J. Okay, perfect. It's looking like a real engine now. Oh, I gotta get around the other side. It's like, can I even see it? Ordinarily, I put the ignition coil and stuff on early. This time I waited because I wanted to try to get the heads all fully assembled before I plugged in the wires, and almost couldn't see the clip on the back of the distributor cap. But I think we're done here, so we can go ahead and take this off. I like how the modeling looks inside there. I mean, it all looks... I mean, the intercooler, you can see it's connected with hosing there. And this is the horns. The battery has got cables. It even has a shroud on the radiator. I mean, whoever did this mod put some effort into making it look more like a real car under the hood. I didn't mean to lower it. I gotta put it back up. And I don't have a starter for it either. Gotta buy a starter. They've got that end of the drive shaft like embedded into the face of the transmission. But that should 100% this car. Hopefully. Yep, 100% done. What is going on here with the door, though? Some sort of blemish in the livery. I wonder if it has that on the other side. No, that's weird. It's like there's a scratch in my paintwork, which is kind of infuriating. So we're starting at 364. Gonna say 500. $619. Yep. I kind of guessed I said 500 because I wanted to be conservative, but I was kind of thinking 600 or better. Definitely got there. Yeah, it is definitely not a street car. Interior, I mean, it's just a seat and a steering wheel and a gear shift. Tachometer, speedometer, gas gauge, fuel, probably temperature gauge, I imagine. And that's it. There's not even a glove box over there. What did it say this thing was? Trans Am race car? So it's not like a sprint car. But, anyway. So let's go and drive the thing now. Got all this stuff in my inventory now. Okay, here we are. I mean, it looks better outside. The colors pop better outside than they do inside. It has a metallic sheen to it. And the exhaust kind of looks like it's supposed to be that way. Let's see if it is controllable. It started drifting a little to the left. Yeah, I'm correcting it and keeping it on the blacktop, and it's not spinning out of control. 145 looks like maximum speed. Yeah, I think for 1969, 145 would be pretty good. And we would have fooled with the gearing and gotten more out of it. 145 is probably the maximum speed for the gear available. Let's go back and take a look. Okay, we're back. We've driven the car. I want to take a quick look at the tuning. Yeah, see, it's got 4 gears. So the we hit pretty much the maximum speed it's capable of with this gearing. If we added a gear, I'm sure 1407, no way. That's like twice the speed of sound. But yeah, I'm sure we could get what? 170? 180? I'm sure we could get on 200 even. Yeah, I'm sure we could get 200. But that's not really what I'm into for this, so let's see how much it's worth. $331,000. 66,000. So that's 397,000, probably $398,000. Wow, man, that's definitely worth the time and effort. $397,000 for this car. That's that's more than a Porsche 911 Turbo. Okay, cool. Boom. Okay, so that'll wrap this up. Next time we will go ahead and do this Lotus. I've been looking forward to doing a Lotus for a while. It's been so long since I've seen one. So I was happy to find this car. But we will do this another time. So, and I will do those. I'm going to move this. I want to put this over here on lifter 1. Yeah. And I'm going to move this car to B. There we go. So I will knock out the 2 Skylines on my own time just because I wanted to do something for fun, and the Lotus we'll do next time. So if you made it this far, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you again for our next Junkyard adventure. So on that note, bye for now.